Hello guys, today I'm gonna talk about some systems like Linux and Windows. Actually, everybody thinks that Linux copied Ubuntu, or as somebody actually thinks that Ubuntu copied Windows. Actually, none of that is true. So we're gonna have a look at the Ubuntu 10.10, and we're gonna see how he looks like. Of course, normal startup. Normal icons, good fonts and everything like that. Nice gadgets though. I think it's even better than Windows 7's gadgets, and better than Windows 10 gadgets, of course. Now we have here an old Ubuntu 14.10. Of course, everything is normal. It almost looks like Windows 7. This startup menu looks like Windows 7. Icons are a bit different. The font is pretty much the same, and of course the mouse in the Ubuntu is same like Windows. And we see that those two systems look alike, but they actually didn't copy it themselves. Ubuntu didn't copy Windows, or Windows didn't copy Ubuntu. Now we're gonna take a look at other systems too, to see how they look like. We have here Ubuntu Kylin 16.10. Of course, looks like Windows 7. The trash can is well, a bit like older, like from the Windows XP. No, the trash can looks like Windows from Windows 2000, very old one. We have now some shots from Windows 7. Also, almost looks like Ubuntu. We have some gadgets out here. We have a clock, calendar, and some CPU gauges. Of course, they're a bit new, but they are not like from Ubuntu, so they didn't copy Ubuntu. Now we're gonna have a look at some music players. Of course, this is not like Windows Media Player because it all looks different. It has the whole different playlist, and of course it has this little actually odd timeline. I can see some colors out there, but that Windows doesn't have that. I mean, I think you can install a program like that on the Windows, but the Windows Media Player doesn't have that. So it's actually a bit better than Windows 7 and of course Windows 10. We're gonna have a look at some apps out here that are installed with Ubuntu. We see some calculators and well, actually tools for some working out. Let's take a look at calculator. We can see, of course, the calculator actually it's better than Windows's. It has modes. We have a classic mode, advanced mode, financial mode. You can count your money if you want to. You have a programming mode and a keyboard mode. And of course we're back at a basic mode. And that's it for the calculator. Better than Windows's, but did not copy it. Now let's take a look at Euchre Assistant. One app that well, changes appearance to your whole system. You can change the looks of the applications and how do you call it? Yeah, file explorers. You can change your network, icon themes, and home. You can change mouse pointer theme, but on the Windows, you need to actually go in the file where the pointer is located and change it with something else. But in Ubuntu, there is a program for everything. Change the appearance of everything, of the mouse, change the sound and everything. But in Windows, it's actually a bit harder. You need to search for some files, change them, and finally you change the appearance of your mouse pointer. Now we have some amazing fonts out here. Look at them. There's hundreds of them installed with Ubuntu. But in Windows, you actually, if you want some of your fonts, you need to download them and install them. Yeah, it's pretty hard to do it. But with the Euchre Assistant and Ubuntu, everything is just easy. And of course you can customize the background of the program you're using. Now let's take a look at menu, the main control center of Ubuntu. We have a mouse settings. You can change the appearance of it, the speed, sensitivity, timeout, and of course the you can change the account, and you can change the background. And if you want to change the background of Windows, you actually need to download the pack and change it at your own. But with the Ubuntu, you actually get some pictures. And of course, in Windows, you need to have a program that is called TuneUp to turn off the applications that you want to be started with the startup. But in Ubuntu, you can change that too without TuneUp. You can change the monitor you're using, the resolution, and of course the timeout when the monitor needs to be shut down or computer put to standby mode. And of course, in Ubuntu, you can have you actually have this little feature when you point with your mouse pointer on any MP3 file. He can do a quick review of a file, so you don't need to turn on the program. And of course, that's not the music you wanted. So you need to turn another one and close another one and turn another one and close another one to actually find out which music you want to be played. Now, of course, you have your own program for camera that now exists in Windows 8.1, Windows 8 and Windows 10. And of course, you can chat online with your family and friends using Ubuntu Viber. And of course, you can play some games. And Ubuntu comes with his own program where you can download apps for free. You can see a list of your already installed apps and you can remove them. And of course, you can update your apps like on your phone. Just click on that upgrade button and it will work. watching YouTube, um, watching videos on Ubuntu is actually pretty good, cause this player that Ubuntu has, he can play any subtitle. He can play Chinese symbols. He can play any symbols that any symbols from all languages actually. So you don't need to install some codecs that you need to have to play those symbols, like Chinese symbols, or some symbols from like Arabian. Those weird letters can't be played by some of the players, but this one, SM player, has it all. And of course, when you turn on the video, the subtitles is gonna load as soon as you start. And of course, you can change the any resolution. And of course, there's another program called VLC. Is also an awesome video player that you can install to your program. And of course, watching YouTube videos on internet is awesome, because just graphics are so great and the pixels are totally clear. Definitely because of its software. And on the start menu, down at the bottom near the power switch button, you can search your own application if you have too many of them. Let's take a look at the GNOME Commander. It's better than Windows' File Explorer. It has 2 pages, so you can quickly copy and paste files to any folder.